Hey everyone, it's Jason and this is your cruise news update. And a scooter left in the hallway has cruise passengers fired up. A crew member has gone viral for calling out angry guests. And a Carnival passenger was literally told no food for you for showing up late for the dining room. So cruise story number one, how do you feel about crew members? Now personally, I have said this many times, I think the crew members make the cruise experience an amazing one. And I think that is one of those things that you just can't understand until you go on a cruise. They are so hardworking. They always seem to have a smile on their face and they want you to have a great time. Well, a crew member took to social media and this post has gone viral. And their message is, "Why are you so angry?" I thought, wow. They said, "You're angry when you get on the ship. You're angry about the muster drill. You're angry that you can't go to your cabin right away. You're angry about the Wi-Fi," and the list goes on. Now they said, look, there is certain things that happen that we need to have our attention on and we need to fix for you guys. But every little thing is blown up into this huge deal. And you're just upset constantly. Now, they said, our colleagues and I don't understand. You spend thousands of dollars on this cruise and you show up mad. You show up angry. Why is this? Now, what they said is please don't scream at us. Don't yell at us. Some of us are 18, 19 years old. We don't deserve this. And they ended the message by saying, look, to all the amazing passengers out there that smile, that when we make a mistake, they're like, hey, no big deal. Thank you so much for your understanding. We just want every cruise passenger to have a great time and put a smile on your face. It's a pretty powerful message, really, when you read it. Why are people so angry, though, when they get on a ship? You've seen them. I mean, it's like they bust through people. You know, they're moving them out of the way. They're the most important people, even though there's thousands of people on the ship. And because some little thing doesn't work, they are just mad. And then you see them throughout the cruise, and they're mad the whole entire time. Why even go on a cruise? And then they go to Facebook or any of the other posts, social media, and they complain about every little thing. You can't imagine the complaints that I've seen and read, because I follow it a lot, about all the ships that had to go to Canada instead of the Caribbean and Bermuda over the past 2.5 weeks. You're still enjoying the main dining room, the buffets. Yeah, I get you're not going to Bermuda, you're going to Canada. Would that be disappointing? Absolutely. But things happen. So what do you think about this crew member's message? Why are people so angry? And how do you feel about crew members? So cruise story number two, and this picture right here has the internet fired up. And what do you think? Should passengers be allowed to do this? Whether it's a mobility scooter or it's a child's stroller, doesn't matter. I've seen it, those big old wagons for kids, they leave them out in the middle of the hallways. And if there was an emergency, how the heck would you get by them? They need to be in your cabin. So this was originally posted to a celebrity forum as it was on the Celebrity Beyond. And the person said it had been there for a while. But it has been reposted all over the internet, and I saw one forum that had over 1,000 comments on it, with many people saying they should be allowed to do this, or that the cruise lines need to do a better job of providing a place for them to park their scooters and strollers. What do you think? Now, John Hild, about a year ago, Carnival updated their policy on this. And he got absolutely torn up by people. That they didn't care. That they had no empathy for people. Whether it was a stroller or a mobility scooter. And he said, look, folks, this is a fire hazard. Imagine if an emergency happened at sea and people were trying to get by this. Can you imagine? So the best comment that I saw was they should have taken a test drive on it right down to guest services. Have you ever encountered this? What do you think about it? Should the cruise lines provide an area on each floor where they can park these so they don't have to put them in their cabins? Let me know your thoughts. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video and consider subscribing, as it does help the channel grow. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, have you ever been late for an appointment? Of course you have. We all have. And the proper thing to do is when you're running late is you pick up the phone and give the person a heads up. So a passenger was writing into John Hill, the brand ambassador for Carnival, and they were highly upset with the way they were treated by the Carnival Pride main dining room staff, as they had early traditional dining. They said they showed up a little bit late and they were refused service. And they said they weren't sure if they were ever going to come back to Carnival. They were mad. So John Hill addressed it. And he says, a little bit is not 35 minutes late. If you're going to be 5, maybe 10 minutes late, fine. But 35 minutes late? Absolutely not. You're jamming up our whole entire staff. Because there is another seating after you. He said, so the maitre d' turned them away and told them they could enjoy their dinner at the buffet. And he went on to say bravo to the main dining room staff on the Carnival Pride. And to me, I absolutely agree with this. I wish more cruise lines would stick to their rules. They make rules, like we saw in the previous story. You can't have a scooter in the hallway. You can't be 35 minutes late, and Carnival said, we're so sorry, eat at the buffet. You know, you can't wear this or that to the main dining room for formal night, and they allow them in. If you're going to have the rules, then stick with them. And I'm glad that Carnival did this. I really am. What do you guys think about this? And look, I don't like traditional dining. I've been on many cruises, but I refuse to do traditional dining because I don't know what I'm going to want to do Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Now, there's people that do. They absolutely want to know what time they're eating every single night. And that's fine. But I really we were on the Royal Princess recently in Alaska, and I like how they've changed their style. So they have a traditional, which has early and late seating. They have a time frame, so you can make an appointment. So if you want to go at 7:30 every day, you can. And they have open seating. So you would wait like a restaurant style. Personally, I really liked it. It worked out really well for us. What do you like? Do you like to do traditional dining? Or are you an anytime kind of dining person? And what do you think about Carnival holding people's feet to the fire? Saying, these are our rules. You have to play by them. Let me know in the comments. So I wanted to share this amazing video with you guys. If you've never been to Alaska, I highly suggest it. Not that you see this regularly, but this was a video. I did not shoot it, but it was in Ketchikan, Alaska. The Holland America ship was tied up to the pier and they were videotaping this right in port. Simply amazing. So I don't know if I'll have a Wednesday and Sunday video next week, as we will be on the brand new Star of the Seas. Can't wait to check that ship out of Port Canaveral. So if there's something that you want to know about the ship or you want me to check on for you, please shoot me an email and I'll be glad to get back with you. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you again for the continued support. And until I talk to you soon, happy cruising.